ELI 5. Why are textbooks so expensive in the US? Why don't students just photocopy textbooks? I often see a lot of Americans complaining about the price of textbooks, and from what I've seen they are in fact ridiculously expensive. However, I can't really wrap my head around the fact that there's no reason for those books to be that expensive. Even then, few students can actually afford original textbooks, so we usually end up using photocopies. It is technically illegal, but since there are no other viable alternatives, copyright doesn't get enforced. Additionally, universities themselves, both public and private, often hand out PDFs of books for the students to print out. You can usually get them printed and binded in the university campus or a nearby copy shop. So, I can't really understand why don't more students make photocopies of the textbooks they have to use. Copy shops might refuse, but it only takes one student with a scanner and a printer to make copies for more. Quite often, the textbook comes with an online code that can only be used once, by one student, and expires eventually, and it's needed to access additional homework material or other crap required to pass the course. A ploy by the publishers to prevent copying and sharing of knowledge. That makes ebooks, used textbooks, photocopies, and so on basically useless. And of course they make new versions every year, and all they change is they move around all the pages, chapters and tasks, so you need to use the most recent version. Otherwise, if your teacher says, do the task on page 25, it might be on page 30 in your book, and you have no idea what task you should do, which also makes the older books more useless.